We look at the word believe today. When politicians make promises, we don't really expect them to keep their word. We understand that promises are motivated by self-interest, that words are tactics to achieve other aims. We don't really trust them. St. Augustine once pointed out that life would be impossible without trust. Most of the things we know about the world are really things we believe on the basis of someone else's word. We can't verify for ourselves if events in world history have really happened, but we accept testimonies that have come down to us from the past. We can't visit every location on a map to verify that they all really exist, but we accept the word of others who have been to those places. It would diminish me as a person if I went around trying to verify everything. Only by adopting an attitude of trust am I able to live and flourish as a human being. Without trust, Augustine says, we would be unable to do anything in this life. The sad part of life comes partly from the fact that human beings are not always trustworthy, and yet still we cannot live without trust. The gospel holds out to us the promise of a totally trustworthy God. Can we verify that promise? Augustine's answer, surprisingly, is yes. Over time, we learn that God's promise is worthy of our trust. God's trustworthiness is verified by experience. But we don't start with verification. We start with trust. This leads to experience, and experience leads to knowledge of God's trustworthiness. Augustine said, if you can't understand, believe, and then you'll understand. That doesn't mean that Christian belief is an irrational leap into the dark. It is more like tasting a dish that you've never tried. You've seen other people enjoying it, and you have read the reviews. The chef swears you'll like it. There are good grounds for trusting, but you will never know for sure until you try it. The psalmist tells us in Psalm 34:8, taste and see that the Lord is good.